All right, I just finished up this portrait and it is ready to go to the lab. This is going to be the reveal is next weekend. So this is coming up really quick. I usually try to give it a little bit more time, but this time I didn't. So we gotta run to the lab. Why don't you come with me? Let's go. All right, there's something I want to talk to you about really quick though before we go. You see, I just received a text message for an event photography job. Event photography? What the heck, I'll do it, from a phone number that's not in Dallas. Now, not usually a big deal because I do a lot of work outside of Dallas, but this one for some reason kind of threw up some red flags. So I want to talk to you about that. So let me read you the text that I got from this guy. Caught it. Woohoo! All right, the text starts by saying, "Hello, this is Jason Maxwell. Kindly get back to me if you're available for event photography service and if you accept credit card payment. Thanks." Seems legit. So I responded with, "What is the event you need photography for?" Which he texts back, "It's about my family reunion party coming up on 4th of March. It's an indoor party, consists of nothing less than 80 to 100 guests. Also, it's 5 to 6 hour service. The event will start by 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So I will need you to get back to me with your total estimated cost quote for the photography service. Thanks." Still, doesn't seem out of the norm, does it? So I responded to him, "Okay, I charge $285 an hour with a 3-hour minimum, which includes digital copies of all your images, no retouching, no retouching. Prints can be done upon request. Let me know soon so I can reserve the dates on my calendar. Thanks." Okay, so this is where the first red flag kind of popped out for me. He responds, "I'll be needing candid digital photos of the group shots and also photo book. And if you can, also provide me with a live interview video of the family exchanging pleasantries and sharing great stories about the family. So kindly get back to me if you can provide with this service. Also, with the cost of the service in total. Thanks." You might be wondering, why does that throw up a red flag? I don't know, it seems leading to me. It's like he asked for one thing, and then another, and now another. I don't know, it just seems kind of leading to me. Now, I didn't respond at all to that. I just let it go. No exchange for the rest of the night. And then the next morning, I get a text, "Good of morning," one text. The second text right after, "Good morning." So I'm skeptical by this point, but I go ahead and I text back. I said, "Yes, I can do all that for you, but the video will substantially change that quoted price. I think the best thing to do is talk over the phone so I can get a clear understanding of what you're looking to have done. I'll be available after 10 a.m. if you'd like to chat." He texts back, "Okay, that will be great." So then I didn't hear anything from him for the rest of the day. And then the next day I thought, you know what? I don't know. I mean, maybe it is a real thing. I don't know. So I text him, "Call me today if you're still interested in having me do the event photography. Also, if you don't mind, who referred you to us?" So my thinking here is I want him to do something. You know, I want to give him an action to have to take if he's really serious about this. And I also wanted to know if he'd heard about us from, a client or somebody else, or if he Googled, us and found us that way, which would throw up some red flags, but I didn't get a response to that. So then the next day I get a text from him, "Okay, when is the best time to reach you? Because have been trying to connect with you and can't get you." Really? I text right back, "You can call me now. I'm available." He texts back, "Cool. I'll call you right away." So after that text, nothing. Completely nothing. Haven't heard from him since. All right, so I think my intuition was confirmed. So the important lesson here is I know that this is not isolated. I know it's just not me. In fact, it's probably a lot of photographers. So my advice to you is to be on the lookout for these type of scans. This is actually the second one that's happened to me. First one was through an email, now this one through a text. And my suggestion, my advice to you is listen to your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't right. It really isn't. So just listen to yourself. The other thing is, if you're struggling, if you're like in survival mode, just starting out in your photography, don't get caught up in this. It's super easy to get caught up in this kind of stuff and let these people take advantage of you. If they ask you for an account number that they'll wire you money, anything like that, don't do it. It's not worth it. All right? So now let's go to the lab and deliver this portrait so it can get printed. Going to the lab and gonna have a print made. Going to the lab and I'm gonna have a print made. Going to the lab and I'm gonna... I can't sing. What am I doing? Oh, wait! Silly me, I forgot to show you how to convert your small digital image into a large printable image and put it on a thumb drive. So let's go back to the studio real quick. By the power of magic in me, let me show you. All right, so we're back at the studio and I'm going to show you how I transfer a small digital file into a large printable file. So it's really easy. Let me get the camera here set up real quick and we'll get started. All right. So I got the camera set up. Now I'm going to show you how to convert your small digital file and transform it into a large printable file and put it on your thumb drive to take to the printer or to ship to the printer or to email, Dropbox, however you get it to your printer. But I'm going to show you how to get it from a small file to a big, big file. All right, so we're going to stick this into the computer box. All right, so that sucker is in. And now we are going to open up Lightroom. All right, so Lightroom is open and I'm going to show you on an older image because the image that we're taking to the lab can't be seen until the client sees it a week-ish from today. So anyway, this is an old one called Ranch Life. I love this portrait. This is one of my absolute favorites. I don't know, for a variety of different reasons. But anyway, so we have our completed portrait here in Lightroom. And what I do is I simply export. I'm going to show you two different ways that you can do it. One way, you can take it to Photoshop, let's say, as a smart object, convert it to a smart object and open it in Photoshop. All right, so in Photoshop, this is the old way, right? This is the way I don't really do anymore. So in Photoshop, you can simply just go to image size, and I like to do inches since everything I go with the lab is in inches. So this one that I'm delivering today is going to be a 50 inch. So you upscale that to a 50 inch and then keep everything the same. And then the Photoshop, the computer, will do all the work for you. How cool is that? You don't even have to do anything. You probably thought that you were going to have to sit there and toil over it and sweat and tears and pull and tug, and no, it's a lot easier than that. All right, so this is our 50-inch image, and that's 100%. Now I'm going to increase the size here to, let's say, 300%. All right, so this is the old, or the image that I converted in Photoshop. Now we're going to go back to Lightroom, and I'm going to show you the way I do now. I export the file. I go to 50 inches in resize to fit, 50 inches, sharpen for glossy paper, and then I simply export it. And it'll do that in just a second. Doesn't take too long. So we're going to bring that down. Go to my exported files. Right there. And we should see it in there shortly, right there. So I'm just going to bring it into Photoshop so we can compare the sharpness quality of the two. And you're going to see, I hope, that while the file size is the same, the sharpness is not. Let it think about it. So, all right, so there you can see the difference already. Boom. So you see how that is nice and sharp, very cool, versus a little soft. Now I don't know that you're gonna necessarily see that in the print unless you have an extraordinarily discerning eye, which I kind of do. That is a discerning eye right there. See it? All right. No, but unless you have a discerning eye, I don't know that you're really gonna be able to tell the difference, but if I'm gonna deliver something to the client, I want it to be the best possible thing. And one thing that we struggle with when converting from a small digital file into a large 50, 60, 70, 80 inch print is we tend to lose just a tad bit of quality in our printing, in our image. And so there's a couple of things. One is I want to alleviate that or eliminate that as much as possible, and this is one way that you can do it. So if you export it through Lightroom, you get a sharper image than if you try to enlarge it in Photoshop. The other thing is I have everything printed on canvas. Now the canvas will, in a sense, hide a little bit of the detail loss that we have in the picture, in the portrait. And the reason is because it has a painterly, it comes across more of as a painterly illustrative effect, which my work already has anyway. So that kind of putting it on canvas really kind of hides some of the maybe the loss of resolution in the image, and that's okay. So anyway, so once I get it there, it's exported into the exported work file, and you just simply take that sucker and drop it into your thumb drive, and boom, there it is. It's ready to go. And we can simply take this now to the lab. We've got to close it. Close it. All right, so we're going to take this to the lab and see if Anthony can get it printed for us really fast. Let's go. All right, sun's out, thumb drive's out. Let's take it in and see what Anthony can do with it. Hey Anthony, got a new portrait for you.
All right, give me that. Wow, fantastic, look at that.
Pretty awesome, huh?
That is awesome.
So I'm gonna do a 50-inch by Let Fall, the silver frame.
All right, canvas wrap,
Yeah.
50-inch by Let Fall, silver frame.
All right, Anthony, I need that really fast.
All right, be right back.
All right, I'm just gonna have a seat right here and wait for that portrait right next to my other portrait that's on the wall. How cool is that? We'll just wait here. There's no need for you to wait around for this portrait. I'll wait here, and when Anthony's done, he'll let me know, and we can pick this up on a later episode. Until next time, keep making awesome pictures, and we'll see you later.
All right, got a new portrait for me? Give me that.